I mean, look, I didn't even expect this. This is sort of a Nick critical show. At least that's what it's becoming. I mean, Nick, I can remember, was boosting Candace Owens. Candace is wonderful. If there's one man left who's going to support Candace, it's me. He had some monologue like this. I mean, Candace Owens sucks, and she sucked at every level of her career. And she sucked when she was working with Paul Joseph Watson and Alex Jones. She sucked before then when she was trying to dox people with a website. She sucked when she was working with Ben Shapiro. She sucked when she was on her own. She sucked when she was single. She sucked when she was married to a lordly Catholic gay man. She sucked when she was a pro-Zionist. She sucks when she's an anti-Zionist. She sucked when she didn't know who Jews were. She sucks when she's an anti-Semite. She just sucks. She's a dumb, crazy person who has no redeeming values. There's literally nothing good about Candace. I mean, I cannot, even bad people, I could probably come up with something if I needed to say, well, there's that. I mean, Candace Owens is the worst. I cannot come up with something like a good personality. No. Intelligence. No. Beauty and good looks. No. She's just awful. Everything about her is terrible. And you guys liked her because she was calling out the Jaybirds. Well, they're just limits to this. Nick understands this, but he understands it late. It's like, I agree with everything Nick says when he's like calling out low IQ anti-Semitism, but the problem really is what you're getting at. The movement is low IQ anti-Semitism. His audience is low IQ anti-Semitism. All of the people he's praised in the past are low IQ anti-Semites.
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to add one thing. So I agree with you, and I wouldn't even be commenting on Nick if I didn't like him as an online personality. I just wouldn't even bother thinking about it.
Yeah.
But I think these are just mistakes, and like you're saying, maybe he's trying to like bridge, extend an olive branch to Candace Owens, but it's like, it. And that I put another clip just in the scratch pad. We don't need to watch it right now or anything. But Kyle Kulinski, basically, to me, it seems like it's been through I think a few clips over the last few months where he's actually extending an olive branch to Nick. And if Kyle Kulinski is a representation of how a significant amount of liberals think, then they really aren't after him. His ideas aren't rotten to the core, like Nick says. It's actually the opposite. They're actually almost trying to court him a little bit. And I think the Groypers would learn a lot from going under the liberal umbrella to actually learn how to create an ideology and build institutions. And
they won't do that.
I know they won't, but
they're the same. They're the same as Steven Crowder. It's like, I just can't vote Democrat. They want to trans my daughter and me and open up the borders so they could.
Right.
We'll be trans and then we'll be women, and we won't have the wherewithal to fight back against the invading illegals. It would be worse, so much worse. Mm-hmm. They just can't do it. Nick personally could do it, but the audience he's cultivated cannot do that. They think of the Democrats in the same way that Steven Crowder does. It's just sort of like dumb anti-liberalism. I'm just thinking, I really hope the dark horse is not Steve Bannon. I just really hope that is. I hope Nick is either bluffing or it's someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just the last thing I'll say about it is I just think that
Kulinski. Yeah. I'll do that a little bit later because there was actually another thing that he did that I wanted to look at.
Yeah, just the last thing I would say is like I tend to think that Nick himself thinks that the liberals are after him and their ideas are rotten, but I think I mean, I don't know this. He seems like a smart guy, and he's obviously very well connected, and he knows a lot of people, I'm sure, behind the scenes. Um, I think the liberals would actually be excited to bring him in, and he would have somewhat power there. And Kyle kind of makes that point where it's like, if they came over here, then like they would be bringing the energy really, and it's almost like a mutually beneficial situation where the liberals can help you get this to be more professional, and you're bringing like new energy and young people into what they're trying to do. And I could see them both benefiting from that. But to your point, I don't think he'll do it. I just think that would be much better for the country than like a dark horse candidate blazing through the right wing.
Oh yeah.
I,
Well,
I
The
was gonna
far right
say,
just vote for
centrist,
the Democrats. I mean, why is this so hard?
the
You
far
know?
right and centrist alliance like would just actually put the far left on suicide watch. Like if you
Yeah.
want to like quote unquote like end Antifa or kill Antifa, like do that.
Yeah.